So today I'm walking through some fields here in Wensleydale, and it feels right now like I'm in a kind of rainforest or something. And just gonna have a random chat about some stuff, I think. Yeah. Hup. So any good person was raised to think peer pressure is wrong. Peer pressure to take substances is wrong. And this bizarre thing's happened in the past few weeks in this country, whereby the government is advertising the jab to young people in such a way that I actually saw an advert and it said, young people, you're gonna miss out unless you're jabbed. And I was just thinking like hang on a minute, this is like a government funded advert saying that you're gonna miss out unless you undergo a certain medical procedure. And I don't know, I feel like alarm bells were going off that, you know, I just can't see how that can be justified as being okay for the government to do that. And it seems to be another example of the people who are supposedly meant to be leading the country are actually morally reprehensible people that don't set good examples at all. So I think I've actually already come the wrong way because I was distracted talking to the camera. Yeah, we're gonna have to find our way back. So as I was saying, I don't know if this is anyone else, but I feel like this is, you know, another thing of we're slowly living in the upside down world where good is bad, bad is good. You know, it's good to peer pressure people into taking jab. It's wrong to have your own opinion about it. Like if your body's how do I say it, your body's sovereignty, I don't know if that's the right word, but you know, like it's not up to you to decide what you put in your body. It's the state should have that power over you, apparently. So I haven't been able to find my way back to the path, but I've found this small cottage. If you have a look inside there, although it's likely it's used to put like cows in overnight, something like that. Like it's not a legit cottage, it's just like a small building in the big field here. Another thing we saw in France a few days ago is the police going around checking people's health status in cafes. Like, oh man, it's just mental, isn't it? It's like how have we reached this point? You know, like imagine being, you know, relaxed cafe in France, all that lifestyle, and then, you know, armed police show up asking for your papers. It kind of ruins the vibe, I feel. So I've just seen some people go in across far back behind the cottage we found. So I think that is the path, and I've just completely gone the wrong way. Okay, so I have re-found the path. The people are just up ahead. Yeah, there's just something about going through a style like this, if you're brought up in the country, that every time it just like makes me reflect on all the walks I've done in my short life. Okay, so there's a lot of vacas, cows in this field, and I'm a bit scared of cows. So right, we've got to get straight over there and get past all these vacas. Vamos. I've just realised there's a bull to my left. I think it's got horns and stuff. Oh dear. My heart. It's okay, it's okay. Oh. Oh, I've actually got goosebumps. I think that was literally a bull. But maybe not. I'm sure they don't keep bulls in with the cows, so I don't know. Maybe cow experts can help me out with that, but that was bull or not, that was pretty scary. But Leyburn Old Glebe Nature Reserve. Let's have a look at some of this reserve nature. And here we are, just another field. So we dealt with the cows, and now we got the horses. Although they seem pretty chill, and we're fine. Nice little Shetland pony there, I believe. Although I'm no expert, but the horses are fine, they're chill. Historic church open. Let's go have a look. I'm in this church. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to be in here, but it said it was open. The door was open, and feels very holy. I like it. And on Romans 4, I believe. Very cool. The Book of Common Prayer. Wow. Very nice. Well, that was a pleasant surprise. I've never been in there before. Nice little church in the town of Wensley. Check it out. So, in the town of Wensleydale, we have here the long road to a place called Bolton Hall, owned by Lord Bolton, believe it or not. One thing that's always awkward is when you're on long walks and you want to either get in front of someone or someone's trying to get in front of you. All right. So behind me is a large pile of sticks. And I may have just found a nice walking staff type of thing. I used to always pick up a stick when I was younger on walks, so let's keep doing it. Let's keep it going. So I like the stick. It makes me feel like Moses or something. But I don't have a knife or anything to like whittle it down. It's got prongies on it, and I do look a bit weird. Maybe it's not a long enough hike to be going for the sticks. So unfortunately, the dream is over. Maybe when I do a longer walk, I'll find a similar stick of that caliber, and I'll use that to walk with. So I don't know if you can see, but that building there and a few others over there, that is Bolton Hall, and all this land belongs to Lord Bolton. And all I'll say is I wouldn't want to be the one mowing the lawn. I'm gonna try and find a spot to have my lunch and a bit of a sit down, and I think I know the place just up here. Let's go check it out. So I'm sat on this nice wall, gonna have my lunch. Yeah. So the lunch has been eaten, and I'm walking up this steep hill into a town called Preston-under-Scar. I've got to walk on the main road a bit for now, so I've got to keep alert, stay focused, stay on target. So once again, I've missed the path that I'm meant to be on, so I'm down here on the train tracks trying to find the little snicket I can take to get up into the town. Also, these tracks are pretty much more or less completely unused by any commercial trains. That was the case like a couple of years ago, so I imagine it's definitely done now, so there's not really any danger of me being on here. I just thought I had a train there, but it's all good. That is where I should have come through to get here, but I went too far down there, so I had to come on the tracks and come back, but we made it now. It's all good. Bit of a tricky one, this. There we go. So I keep hearing this joke about why didn't the Amish family get COVID? Because they didn't have a TV. And it's kind of funny, isn't it? Like, imagine if you're fully off the grid or whatever, and you get COVID, and statistically you're gonna be fine, and then it's just like, oh, okay, that's fine, back to normal. Like, all the media hype and complete frenzy just might have just exaggerated things a little bit, you know? It's like, I remember, like, before all this, we'd say like, whoa, what if there was like a massive plague, or, you know, a zombie apocalypse? And then people now are like, well, it's here, this is it, we've got this plague, you know, this crazy plague. And I'm like, is it though? Is it really that bad? Or is it more so to do with media exaggeration than the actual thing, virus itself? Maybe, I don't know, I'm just riffing, but... So, we've got a nice garage here, pretty cool. It'd be so good just to, like, if you bought one of these, just did it up into like a mini cottage, and you just live here with this view. Oh, that's the dream. So we got the world's most useless directions. Okay, so we got, you are here. Please stay on the designated footpath. It does not cut across the forced fence land. Thank you. Private land. Okay, that's all well and good, but it's not very clear. I mean, I'm just looking at a field now, so yeah. Okay, so I see it kind of makes sense. I mean, because there's this fence here and obviously a big house there, and I just need to go up here. But I don't know, who would think, oh, I must have to cut across through the barbed wire fence into what looks like someone's garden. I've just made a bit of a fool of myself, because this has all been built, that house over there, after the last time I came. So I've got to this point, and yeah, I'm not actually too sure how I'm meant to get in to the town without going over this fence. So maybe I was making fun of their directions, but I should have maybe looked at the I've just realized, if I can get over that fence, that skip up there is the main road, so I just need to get over it somehow without getting on private land. I don't think this is private land, so I'm just gonna have to make a run for it, I guess. Okay, so I actually haven't been able to say how nice that house is. Very nice. Okay, so I need to go down there and run to the skip up there. Okay, let's do it. So I think it's actually a village. I've been saying town. There's a dog there coming after me as well. So I don't know what they're going to do with that, because that's a public footpath and I've just had to climb over this wall to get it. And look at that. Oh man. So we are embarking on to a place called the Shawl, which is sort of a big field really. It's just all fields, but the legend goes that Mary, Queen of Scots, when she was taken to a place called Castle Bolton over there, the legend goes that I think that she dropped a shawl, which is like a cardigan type of thing, sort of a, she dropped it on this field. I think, anyway, I don't even know, it might say on a sign somewhere, so we'll check it out. Also back there was a cylinder of like barbed wire that I didn't see when I was running, and I very nearly ran into it. It was a fly. I can't quite recall if I need to go up there or down there. So I think I'm gonna go left. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because if I look at it from this way, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the way to go. Got another old building here. I think it's a stable. It might still be functional. Yeah, I think it is. Hopefully there's no one in there hearing me talk to myself, but oh well. So now I've got to get all the way up onto that ridge there. I've done it. I'm all the way down there, and just look at the view. Incredible. So literally a couple of weeks ago, there was a BBC program about this woman who was walking along a path, and I think she was reading a poem as well, and there was a drone filming her, and this is literally the path she was on, and I think the benches were in it as well. So the question is, why didn't they ask me to do it instead? Just past these gates is actually a BMX track, a homemade BMX track that I used to frequent with my friends, which I haven't been to in close to 10 years. So I'm gonna go and find it and see if it's still there. So I just had a major like goosebump flashback of trying to get back up this hill after a long day of BMXing. Oh, that's so weird. Nostalgic. So I'm not sure, but I think there might be people here, and the last thing I need to do now is to run into a gang of youths on bikes and get chased. So this is it. And they've even got extensions up here, and pretty cool. I'll just walk down into it. Alright guys, I'm just filming for YouTube. I used to come here when I was like, I don't know, 10 years ago or something.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, so it's quite nostalgic.
How many subscribers do you have?
Only like 4.
I'll subscribe too, but I'll subscribe.
Here he comes. Oh! Whoa! Shit! That was a bit sketchy, that. So I'm a bit nervous because these guys want me to film and do the jumps, but it looks pretty dangerous, so we'll just see.
I'll do a whip as well.
Okay. Ooh. Yeet. Oh. Alright, see you guys.
See you in a bit.
What a pleasant encounter that was. I may have prejudged the youths, the BMX youths. Actually very nice, had a nice little chat. So, yeah. So, all this here is the Shawl. I should have got a better shot really. But it is just a field like everywhere else. And then look here, it says, the route taken by Mary, Queen of Scots, whilst making an unsuccessful attempt to escape her imprisonment in Bolton Castle. Legend tells us she dropped her shawl during her flight, and hence the name of this scar. So I was right about that. This is an iconic painting in my town. I don't know if you can see that cat there. very iconic. So I don't know how well you can see, but this is my town. Beautiful St. George's flag over there. So that's it. I'm back in my town now, walking home. I'm gonna put my feet up and have a nice cup of chai. And so that was it. Had a good look round the pastures of Wensleydale. Bit of a ramble as well. Yeah, I'm grateful for this blessed land. So thank you for watching.